Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. And our matchup tonight sets up a potential Cinderella story. The last team to qualify for this 12-team playoff on the road against a team that likely believes it should be resting and watching this first round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. He'll hand it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So here we go now. 3rd and inches on this opening drive. And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down on the third down conversion.
The Sooners will have 1st and 10 here. The back's got it. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This is exactly how...
On the play.
The momentum and the rhythm of an offense, you got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. It's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
This is the worst thing this offense could imagine, is turning the football over in a playoff game on the road. Already an underdog, and I love the aggressive mindset to put the ball in the air and be confident in who you are. You just can't turn it over on this big of a stage like that this early in the game.
And the Red Raiders line it up with 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas Tech. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? A pop pass on the jet sweep. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Launching it. He's got it for a big gain. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
A new set of downs after that completion. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Stopped short of the touchdown, but the offense is set up now 1st and goal.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Down the lineup to kick the extra point.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Back to throw. It's Stewart. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. No turnover. Offense recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Pass caught down at the 20. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
The 18 puts him in front by 7. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. This one will be fair caught. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Teams are getting more and more creative with how they run their counter plays. Gone are the days of everyone under center running the counter tray. Now you're seeing it modernized. We'll see how many different versions they'll run today.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, handoff inside. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get 1st downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texas Tech 14, Oklahoma 7.
Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Trying to create here on the move. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to throw it deep. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. The offense now operating in empty. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking downfield. It's Stewart. Caught over the middle. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
After the huge play, they're pounding on the door. It's first and goal at the 3. We go with a direct snap. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Texas Tech. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Offense is back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. The pocket breaking down. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
Chris, just a great throw here. Surgical and precise and doing what they need to do to be able to pick up that first down and keep this Oklahoma offense on the move.
First and 10 play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. The QB throws his third pick of the day. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his second interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
And the Red Raiders offense is back out on the field now. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Oh, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Red Raiders will line up now. It's first and goal. As a design quarterback keeper. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Well, they had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down right at the 20.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down here for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. It's a quick grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Third down play coming up. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Here's the target, and it's complete. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And the Sooners will line up on 1st and 10. Toss play to the outside. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
You know, toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, the play's going to blow out.
Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And now the running back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Pass caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Sooners are in the red zone. Receiver in motion now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. To the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Brought down at the 3 after an excellent running play. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
From the shotgun, drops back. They pressure him and sack him. He'll be tackled inside the 10. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game, and this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Trying to extend the play. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
And the extra point was up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Returner decides to fair catch this. Final 9 seconds of the half as they line up here in 1st and 10. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. To throw, it's Stewart. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. Quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does, it could be pick six going the other way.
One more play before they head to the locker room. Defense calls their third and final timeout of the half now.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going for a big play downfield. It's caught. Did he get a foot in? Yes, they say it's a catch, a big gain. Steps out of bounds after a huge pickup, but hang on. There is a penalty marker on the play. This one might be coming back. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Sooners will kick this away to get the second half going. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Texas Tech offense trots back out onto the field now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass. It's Stewart. He's moving out of the pocket now. He eludes the rush. And he steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline. Nowhere for him to go. All he could do was step out of bounds for no gain.
A tough situation for the offense. Third and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Looks left and finds his target there. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
On the run, it's Marshall. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
And the Red Raiders are going to keep this drive rolling. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. It's not the way you want to start. First down and 20 now. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass. It's Stewart. Locates the tight end. It's complete.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Pass complete. It's second down now. It's an option look. back's got it on the pitch.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Receiver makes the grab, moves the football to the 30. Good enough for a first down. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. And now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
They'll run it to the left. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball with will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Back to throw. It's Stewart. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Will he score here? They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas Tech. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
The Red Raiders trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal.
29 Philly.
Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loses 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So from the 9-yard line, it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the beatdown continues. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Okay, so here comes the the Oklahoma offense back on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. Can they bounce back from that costly error here? Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Extending the play now. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now.
This is a nice job here by this defense on third down. They take away all the options downfield, and they recognize the quarterback scramble. He almost comes up with his first down, but they keep him short to set up this fourth down.
And the Sooners bring their punt team onto the field. And here's the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Now the first play of this drive, they'll begin at the 36. On the ground, it's Marshall. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Oklahoma 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. To throw, it's Stewart. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Catch made down inside the 15. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play call? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
And the Red Raiders will line up here on first down and goal. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Touchdown, Texas Tech. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play called, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Sooners offense is back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Snags the quick throw.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Brought down at the 45. Good enough for a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, man, that's what they've been looking for all game.
And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out.
Now, the quarterback's doing everything in his power to try to keep this play alive, looking downfield, trying to find an open receiver. Great coverage by the defense, and all he can do is step out of bounds for a loss of 1.
Now it's second down here. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. That pass is caught. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Makes a quick grab. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
The Sooners line up with a 1st and goal. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Point after, knocked right through. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. And the Texas Tech offense is back out on the field now. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed, along with really dominant offensive line plays.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today.
Okay.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Off the RPO, caught to the right. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Red Raiders. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. And they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This has been a monumental mismatch, a beatdown for the ages. It's almost over, thankfully. There's a wide-open receiver, complete. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big, but who knows? Make a big play, try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
1st down and 10 now. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Running out of time in the pocket. Breaks free. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Eludes the rush. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a 1st down and keep the drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the 1st, keep this drive moving.
Looking to scramble now. Finding space at the 20. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A quick throw out left, complete. Run for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now.
Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on 3rd down. But, man, they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big 4th down.
The offense already has 1 4th down conversion. They do it for a 2nd time. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he's brought down, a sack by the defense coming up big on this 4th down play. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even